Hello, Nagoodles here. Welcome back to another how-to video where I show you how I turn more garbage into something super cute, like this paper mache gnome, something I like to call garbage gnome. Let's get started. First things first, you're gonna need some garbage, and by garbage, I mean plastic things you can't recycle. Food wrappers, little tags that come in your plants and clothes, stickers, straws, loose bits of plastic, you get it. Also, please wash it first. This first part you have to be a little creative to get a rough shape of your gnome, kind of a hybrid between a cone and a cylinder. Be creative. Cut up your garbage, shove garbage in garbage, tie garbage together. It doesn't need to be perfect. I wanted to stay away from using any tape, so here I use strips of plastic bags to tie it all together, but do what works for you. If you need to use tape, then go ahead. I decided to use a bottle cap as the base because it's nice and flat, so I used another strip of plastic to tie it in place. Now we're ready to put on our first layer of paper mache. I used cut up strips of an old magazine and mixed together flour and water to make a mixture that's not too watery but not too thick. Overlap your strips of paper so that there are no spaces. When that first layer is completely dry, we can begin to shape our gnome to look more like a gnome. I used crumpled up magazines to add thickness to the areas that I wanted to be more shapely. Again, I didn't want to use tape, but if you need to, then it might be helpful to keep the paper in place. Put on your second layer of paper mache over the parts you built up first to keep them in place. If you have any parts that are sticking out too much, push and squeeze that area a little to make it more narrow and hold it in place with paper mache or tape. Finish off the second layer and the parts you didn't add to, and let it dry completely. Repeat that step until you are happy with the shape of your gnome. Just make sure you let each layer dry completely before adding the next layer. adding a bunch of small pieces like what I'm doing here, then place them with the paper mache one at a time so that it won't be too heavy for the paper mache to hold. Now we're going to add 2 to 3 more layers of paper mache without any built-up areas to make your gnome nice and sturdy. Try to make it as smooth as you can with your fingers and try not to cake on the flour and water mixture too much. Once it's completely dry, seal it with Mod Podge. This will help to keep everything in place and will also help to keep moisture out and prevent it from molding. Give your gnome a hat, a beard, and some clothes. I'm not good at drawing faces, so there will be no eyeballs in this video. Use a pen that works better than mine. Paint your gnome any color you want. I had to do multiple coats to cover up the print on the magazines. I forgot to film this part, but once you're done painting, seal it with another 3 coats of Mod Podge. And ta-da! Now you have yourself a cute little garbage gnome that you can put on your shelf. Hope you liked this tutorial. See you next time. Bye! Oopsies. Bye!